This is an interesting view taken with my GoPro Max 360 camera, headed north and then west along my creek and part of my property. This video is the last of digging of the stumps, 200 stumps from last year's tree removal project. If you were watching the channel last year, you saw me cut down over 200 trees of all different sizes. More than half of them were greater than 12 inches in diameter. Some of them were 3 feet in diameter. So thank you for bearing with me during this series. This is the last video of the excavator digging up the stumps. And in future videos, I'll get into filling, hauling soil from my yard in an F550 dump truck, Ford F550 dump truck, loading it with an old Komatsu excavator we have, and spreading that soil with the John Deere 3046R with a box scraper and with the 4-in-1 bucket. So we'll have a little departure for a short time from the Bobcat E42 R2 mini excavator, and we'll see some more of the John Deere cleaning up this area of my property where the trees were excavated. And then we'll move into loading the tree stumps and removing them from the property. So I have three large stumps, maybe 16 inches, 2.5 feet, then 2 feet, right in a row, and I'm going to try to dig on either side of them first. This way, if you can see my hands, either side of them, and then try to reorientate the machine and dig them out in between them. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to finish up this area today, so stay tuned. One of the reasons why I purchased this machine was I didn't want to rent a machine and then I'm at the mercy of the rental company and returning the machine, not letting it sit, and get excessive rental charges on a machine, and then I'm spending money to have a machine sit in my yard and I'm not using it. I wanted to be able to have a machine to improve my property at my leisure, hopefully within the next 2 years. And if I'm not using the machine, sell it. Get rid of the machine. I figured that in 2 years, what I had to do would cover the cost of the machine for 2 years, and then I would sell the machine. In this series of excavator videos where I'm removing trees and lately removing stumps, I really wanted you viewers to see how the machine worked, how I was improving the machine, but really, I hope you've seen that I needed the machine, that I've used it for hours and hours and hours to improve my property and to beautify it, and that the purchase was justified. Now, those of you who are married and have spouses, you know that your spouse doesn't always agree with you when we make these purchases. And frankly, my wife is very smart. A lot of times she doesn't agree with me when I make these purchases. And she's a smart woman. I laid out the plan for this machine financially and what we had to do, explained it to my wife, and she was on board 100%, which is really awesome. And she's seen how the tractor, the John Deere 3046R, by the way, with a lot of work from myself, she's seen how that tractor has made our little piece of property prettier. And she's very proud when people come over and comment about the property. And she likes me to take her mother for a ride in the Defender, which is her favorite side-by-side off-road machine. She likes it when I take her mother for a ride to show my beautiful 84-year-old mother-in-law the property. So I know these videos with the mini excavator haven't been very popular. I've been trying to keep them interesting with different views of the machine and give you a little bit of a different perspective or what it can do as far as the trees it's removing, which has been, some of these stumps are huge, and how I'm improving. And I hope you agree that, man, I've been using this machine and getting a lot of work done. Now, in saying that, I will tell you that I wanted to buy the machine so I could do this work as my leisure and not rush to get a rental back and waste money. But I've done so much off-road riding every weekend, and also we've had the third wettest July since they've been recording the weather in western New York. I think we've had close to 8 inches of rain in western New York. The rain has really put me behind schedule and my off-road riding. I simply don't want to work in the mud. I'm not going to do it. I was forced to do that with this machine in the spring to see how it would work and learn it. I really have waited out digging up these stumps when it's been wet, and I've won. It's starting to dry out now, and I'm going to get back on my machine, the excavator and the tractor, and start working the property. Even I'm going to get the Ferris mower over on my island, because I have 4 or 5 trees over there that have blown down, rotted down, fallen down, that I have to clean up. All the work I spent in 2 days on that island last fall, if you've watched the video, all the work that I did on that island went backwards last fall with the amount of rain we had and the high wind, 65, 70 mile an hour gust. I just went backwards on the island. So I'm playing a little catch up from being behind with the rain and also doing a lot of off-road riding, and you'll start to see newer videos. These were really June videos that you're watching now, end of May, June, around Father's Day, and you'll start to see some videos from middle of July, end of July, and August. So I hope you enjoy these videos. I appreciate you watch them and comment. I am so thankful you're watching my little channel. Shout out to Joe Capper and his channel. Check out his channel, Capper Outdoors. It's an awesome channel. And I hope to see you on the trail, and stay safe. Please wear a helmet if you're riding motorsports, and hope to see you on the trail. God bless.